What's up, guys? It is JBeebs here, and welcome to the very first episode of the Jacksonville Jaguars Rebuild. This is obviously the day you're watching this, if it came out. The day that you're watching this is February 1st. If you guys have been paying attention to my channel recently, it's been a lot of FIFA, so I decided, in February, let's incorporate a little bit of Madden back into this. Go back to my roots, a little bit of a Madden FIFA hybrid. Finally figured out how to do kind of the style that I want to do in Madden, and that is going to be displayed in this series. So of course we are starting off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The team actually isn't that bad. Very young, got a lot of promise. Honestly, I think this could end up being pretty short. So going through looking at the offense, obviously Trevor Lawrence at QB is going to be a crucial part of this entire rebuild. We want to make sure that he can end up being the best player he ever can be. Running back room is very deep. I love it. Wide receiver core is actually very good. Obviously Marvin Jones. They also have Chark, who's currently injured in real life, but I turned off pre-existing injuries so I can bring him back. Chenault's also very good. Tavon Austin as well. Jamal Agnew. So we got a very good receiving core as well. Not the biggest fan of the tight ends, but don't think I'll really need to be a huge fan of any of them. O-line is of course as solid as normal. Defensively, the D-line could end up being potentially an issue, especially with the 3-4 I'm going to be playing. So we're going to need to have our linebackers probably do a little bit more blitzing than I would honestly like. But we got Josh Allen and Miles Jack in the linebacking core. Chison is a very young player, so hopefully get him star and then maybe even superstar, end up have him be pretty good. And Wilson just needs to be average at that other middle linebacker spot. Corners look pretty solid, very young, there isn't really a big drop off between starters and the rest of the bench, so very solid. Hopefully that'll help us. Wingard at safety does look like it could potentially be an issue, especially Jenkins as well. It'd be okay if if Wingard was an 80 overall and Jenkins was the lowest, but I don't know, man. 2 safeties under 75 overall, don't know how I like that. Special teams department, Cook is average, Wright is young. Obviously, Tavon Austin at returner is going to be an absolute weapon for us. And to help add a little bit of depth in that QB room, I am signing Chris Streveler. He's a very good, very mobile, strong QB. If you guys watched my all-quarterback fantasy draft on Madden 21, which obviously came out last year, he was a crucial part to our team and ended up being our #1 wide receiver. And he did, get 2,000 receiving yards in a season. So obviously, I'm a big fan of him, and I think it's only right that I bring him along this journey. And we're going to be playing our first preseason game as we're traveling to face the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, they're a very good team, but here are the highlights.
How about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their feet. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards. Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now after that's because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Short. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Beathard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Took a sack on 1st and goal, but that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts. Here's Hogan Bawale. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dare Ogunbowale. Wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dare Ogunbowale.
From the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now Keenum. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
24-21 victory. Very good result. I mean, they had more yards than us, but whenever you're able to get a win, you're able to get a win, especially against a team as good as the Cleveland Browns. Gotta take everything you can get. Streveler, however, did pick up an injury. He tore knee cartilage, and that means he's gonna be out for 6 weeks, which is kind of annoying, especially because this is the first week of preseason. I really wanted to use him, get a good feel for him. But now I guess we'll have to go with CJ Beathard. In the second preseason game against the Saints, I simmed it all and we lost 22-21. I was hoping for a better result. It was very close in the end, but we're just not able to pull it off. And now we're going to be facing off against the Dallas Cowboys in the preseason. Here are these highlights.
They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays. They're throwing it, and they're being very successful.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take around now on 3rd. Do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is...
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. At halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, they were in a great position. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Carlos Hyde from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Carlos to the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket them. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Beathard to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dare Ogunbowale. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jag 3, 2nd and a yard. Here's Rush to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Malik Turner.
And the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dare Ogunbowale ready for the regular season with his...
We'll see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest. If we can play like that every single game this season, we are going to win everything Cowboys are honestly, they're very top heavy because they do have a lot of very good players, but it's still nice to see we're able to get some good plays against their ones, our ones that we're able to hold up, and hopefully this can be not a fluke, and this is actually what is going to happen to this team in the future. But guys, that is going to conclude this episode of the Jacksonville Jaguars Rebuild. Next episode will be out tomorrow at around the same time, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. Thank you guys so much for watching, and it is J Beebs signing off.